So wandering around is taking us to one of the most bizarre finds so far on this trip. I cannot believe what we just found.
So we're here at the Xi'an Museum, recommended by a friend. And we realized the other day, as we're looking at things around town, that we have no frame of reference for Chinese history at all. So we came to the museum just so we can get a little bit of understanding of timeline and the different dynasties and everything. We both only took American history and European history. So outside of, you know, watching Mulan all the time when I was little, I don't know a whole lot about China. We're here to see what all we can learn about China today.
So on the grounds of this museum is the Jianfu Buddhist temple, and it and the Wild Goose Pagoda, which is right behind me, were built in the 600s. We just left the Xi'an Museum. We learned a ton there, got to see a lot of cool artifacts and get to learn a lot more. We got to learn a lot more about the different dynasties and then the history about Xi'an. So much more history as the capital than I expected. I knew that they were a historic capital, but I didn't know that it was like an 800-year history of being the ancient capital of China, which is just amazing. So there's a lot more here than I anticipated. We're going back to the hotel now to have our tea time. It's ended up being a way better deal than we ever anticipated. So far in Xi'an, we have bought one meal for like this is our 4th day being here, because we've had breakfast included. So we'll wake up in the morning and have the free breakfast, and then in the afternoon they have this free tea time with all of the buffet foods that we've shown before. And so we just have like a really late lunch doing that, and so that's our 2 meals. And then we end up not having to really have a dinner, except for last time we ended up kind of getting a little hungry, so we went and bought some food. But so this made this a really cheap place to come to so far. Of course, excluding the cost of the visas and having to do the application for the visas. But it's been really neat. So we're gonna head back there and eat something before we head out to our next locations. So we ended up taking longer at tea time, and then we went back to our room and we had to do some more planning for the next month or so of our traveling. And so we were just now getting back out. We're gonna walk around and do some exploring like we did last night, and then try to find some food to take back to the room too at some point this evening. But we're gonna walk around and see like maybe what markets are going on, or what kind of sites that we may find that may still be open right now. But also it is 40 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a little cold, and so we're also trying to try out some of our that's scary. Some dogs just attacked. But so it's about 40 degrees right now. I'm supposed to get down to like 38 this evening, so we're trying out some of the winter gear that we have on us right now to try to figure out, like, for whenever we head to Europe in a week and a half, if we have like all the gear that we're gonna need, or what we may need to get while we're there to make sure that we can make it through the cool or the cold winter in Europe. So that is what we're doing this evening. And that's it. So wandering around is taking us to one of the most bizarre finds so far on this trip. I cannot believe what we just found.
What?
In China? I seriously had no clue that Walmarts were outside of the US. I also have never seen any Walmart or any store with a ramp escalator so you can take your carts upstairs to the next level. But so far we don't recognize anything in this Walmart. I can't tell if the prices are lower, just like the prices back at home. But it's just, it just doesn't feel right that there's a Walmart in China. I also want to note that we should be like surprised and amazed at seeing like terracotta soldiers and temples and palaces in China. But we just can't believe there's a Walmart here. So I don't even know what to...
I see Dove stuff. Okay, I expected to come in and just be a small Walmart. It's huge. It's like one of them. It's like nice China.
Yeah, I think this should be considered a Walmart super center.
Yeah.
Because you have, yes, like right now we're in the China section. I don't know why we're in the China section. Maybe because we're in China. Hey. But yeah, so the first floor is like all, it was like food items. Second floor is like household goods.
Wow.
That's awesome. So the first floor is all like food items. The second floor is like household goods and cleaning items. And there's some snacks and drinks and stuff. And then there's an escalator to the third floor. I don't think we'll be going up there anytime soon. I don't know.
盐酥鸡，就要这个啊，这个是不是？一个啊。
One. Can I get jumbo chicken?
要一个这个，一个这个，一个这个是吧？行。
谢谢。Thank you. So on our way back from our exploring, that's one thing is that honking never stops here. I think people drive with one hand on the wheel and one hand on the horn. But so after our exploring that ended up just taking us and fascinating us with Walmart for whatever reason, we stopped at that food stand, got ourselves some chicken after we realized that we just got more fried things and we eat, see, more horns. But we eat a lot of fried stuff at the tea time and for breakfast, and so now we're having more fried stuff for dinner. But at least we're fine. I can't take it. But at least we're finding stuff that we enjoy. So we're gonna take this back to the room. We gotta do laundry and we're gonna relax for the rest of the night and try to hit some more sites tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be able to do a little bit more.